Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Go for a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, and welcome to See You Next Tuesday, where we are, in fact, seeing you next Tuesday because we did have the extra episodes come out last week.
Ayo. And if you missed those because you were like, I'm assuming these are replays, check it out. We had a good time. We had a fun time. We had a hee-hee and a ha-ha. And a
hoo-hoo.
Exactly. And
Very intelligent conversations.
And would you expect anything less from this podcast and from us?
Right.
And if you do, I would ask you, why are you a hater? And to channel that hate into joining our Patreon. Channel that hate into financially beneficial hate. Put your money where your mouth is.
Right. Uh-huh.
Exactly. Well, happy Tuesday. You are in a new location.
I am. I am in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I was going to say what city, but I bounce around. I don't need you to know where exactly I am.
And for those of you who are new
Arkansas.
here, she is an Aquarius. Classic. So we were texting before this about how the Fisting Friday this week will be kind of an extension of this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, because there was no new episode of But Am I Wrong that came out last week. I kept it on theme, though. I didn't know if you saw what came out today.
I did, and I immediately went, she's good at her job. Like, I immediately clocked it, and I was like, good one. Good fucking one. So we were talking before this, and I've got something to talk about. You've got something to talk about. Do you want to take it away for this one, or you want me to take it away for this one?
We can interchange, split it up, see how it goes. Just
mine is a long story.
Okay. I can where on a calendar. Where does yours start?
Mine is a callback to something we've Actually, you know what? I should take the fisting for Friday because it's a callback to something I talked about on that an episode. Okay, perfect.
So I'll start with today is December 14th. I'm starting with last Wednesday, not yesterday Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. Actually, I'm going to start before. I've been directing 2 audiobooks in a row that have been taking up a lot of my time. The first one is called The Black Yearbook, which is a lot of short essays and interviews from Black students that are in college that happened during the pandemic. So it's real life stuff. Check it out. Also was doing Medgar and Merle, which is about civil rights activist Medgar Evers and his wife Merle Evers, and it's written and narrated by MSNBC journalist Joy-Ann Reid, and it's really good. It'll be out in February. Also check that one out. I'm just trying to swoop in through the week. I went to a holiday party for a company, and it was pretty cool. Everybody there was wasted, except for me and a few other people. Like, the people that actually work for the company were wasted, and it was hilarious. I was like, do y'all not have to work tomorrow? Because this is pretty funny. But it was weird because I've worked with a lot of people virtually, so I've never, and the camera's off, and I've never actually met them in real life. And so I was just kind of going around just talking to people, and then we'd figure out, oh yeah, I work with you on this and this. So That was the first holiday party they've had since before everything shut down. So it was interesting.
Where was it again? I know you said what it was near, but I don't remember if you told me what it was.
I don't even remember what the name of it is. It's some hole in the wall because it literally doesn't even have like the name on the door. I just had to find the address.
Weird. Like a bar?
Yeah, it's a bar.
Okay.
You know they have a lot of those in Santa Monica.
Tons.
Those like hole in the walls, which are like.
If anyone wants
what
to
is
know,
this?
and they all look like the inside of the bar from New Girl, and that is because that bar from New Girl is one of them.
Yes, it does. Yes,
I've been to a rap party there.
It's exactly it. Honestly, it could have been that bar.
Yep,
because it's got the booths and everything.
Yeah. First time I saw New Girl, I was like, I've been there. My mom was like, babe, you do this every time we watch TV. Like, we live in LA, and most of these are shot here. I was like, fair.
Yes. That's exactly what it looked like. Good call.
Thanks.
And that was just hilarious. I got a couple mugs. I'm excited about it.
Cute.
That was Wednesday. Thursday. What happened?
Thursday, you were going to come see the house for sale.
Yes, I was going to come see the house for sale, but sadly, it was already, somebody was already, I forgot what they said.
Contingent.
Yeah, it was contingent. So this house was down the street from Meghan, like literally down the street, as in she walks past it when she goes on her little walks. So,
but hey, who knows? Maybe they won't want it. Maybe someone will sell something in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. I have high hopes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I ended things with the guy I'd been seeing for the last 5 months. So there's that.
Why?
I don't want to get into it.
Cool. Tell me offline.
Yep.
Did you, like, on a scale from...
People listening are like, what? You were seeing somebody? Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Skip. It's okay, everybody. Melissa dropped it, like, on the podcast to me, too. And I was like, bitch, what? And you're like, And I was like, okay. And then I had to, like, just sit there and do, like, That's So Raven calculations in my head and being like, let me go back into the past, into the future. And I was like, okay, cool. I got this. I have the timeline. But would you rank it on... How would you rank it of, like, your end? Like, was it dramatic? Was it...
It wasn't dramatic. I was sad, but I'm like, this will be better.
But you didn't ghost.
No, I didn't ghost.
Look at you.
It would have been kind of hard to ghost.
I know. I hate when that shit... That's, like, actually nothing worse to that. When Moss and I started dating, like, I was like, here's the thing. If this doesn't go well, like, I can't ghost him. Like, fucking hard. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, that's done.
Bye.
Friday, I was doing I had pictures for the feature film that I'm producing, which I don't think I've talked about, because when we started doing it, it was when we started working on pre-production, it was like a couple days before the strike happened, and then I hadn't been able to talk about it since then. So Gabe, Dunn, and I are producing. Gabe wrote and directed, and we're producing a feature film about two trans musicians that are forced to work together, and enemies to lovers type movie. So if you have the financial means to donate, I'll put a link. We have a fiscal sponsorship with Film Independent, which means that you will get a tax write-off if you donate to this film. So it's the end of the year. If you need to, get some stuff taken off your taxes.
Yeah, let me talk to Mods about our finances and ask if we need a couple of those.
Yeah, so feel free to donate if you can. And then Candace
just write it off. Sorry.
Yes.
Big Schitt's Creek thing. It's like, you just write it off.
Uh-huh. I know.
Always gets in
I
my
got
head.
that one. And then Candace was in town. I was supposed to have lunch with her, and then things got too busy. But she was in town, and she was having a little dinner party with her boyfriend. She had a little dinner party for friends of his friends and her friends to meet. And so I was there I was only planning on being there for an hour, but I ended up staying till like 11:30. And I went home, and I still hadn't packed or anything. My flight, I had to go to the airport by 8 a.m. the next morning. So I got home, I passed out, woke up at about 3:30, packed and everything. I still had, you got to do that kitchen cleaning stuff before.
Oh, I'm supposed to. Do I ever? Very rarely.
Well, I was gonna be gone for like a month, so I had to make sure all the trash was taken out and everything, and the refrigerator was clean. Because if not,
Oh.
I was going to come home to something disgusting.
Melissa, I have things in my refrigerator from July.
I did leave. There's like milk and stuff from when, from Thanksgiving. It used, like, my mom was using to cook stuff. And I was like, I'm leaving this because my trash comes on Monday. So I'm like, I can't put it in the trash can because it's just going to be rank. It'd be better in a chilled refrigerator.
Yeah, I don't want to do this to the kind sanitation workers of our city.
Yeah. So, got up, got on my plane. One of the most turbulent flights I've ever been on in my life.
Wow, you've had a couple of these.
Yes.
This is not nice.
This was worse.
Yeah, that's not fair for you because you don't like this.
Over Colorado, it's bad because of the mountains and stuff, but it's just because of the global warming. It's just exponentially bad because they can't figure out where to put the plane so you're flying above it or below it.
Yeah, that science is beyond me, and I have no desire to even understand it. Sometimes it's good to just be like, I don't know why planes don't fall out of the air, but they don't, and like I don't need to know more than that.
I just have a blanket understanding of it about the
it's the pressure,
but I mean like the how global warming is affecting it because of Grey's Anatomy, and that's it. Literally, they did a story about it on Grey's Anatomy. They're going to a conference, and then the next week I saw an article about it. I was like, okay, Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, look at them.
Yeah. So that happened. Got here. And went to, immediately when I landed, went to a fundraiser.
Oh my, did you wear your fur?
I did.
Good.
It's behind me, I think. Nope, it's not.
Nope.
Yeah,
that's not it.
I did. So we went to a fundraiser and I'm like pitching the movie around to people. So getting people to donate. Then I should call it a gala as it was. I didn't stay for it like lasted from like 4 p.m. to like 2 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I left. I was tired.
As a podcast network, our first priority has always been audio and the stories we're able to share with you. But at Realm, we also sell some pretty cool merch, and organizing that was made both possible and easy with Shopify. When you think about successful businesses like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, an often overlooked secret is the business behind the business that makes selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. That's because nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret that's definitely worth talking about is that Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%. That's more happy customers and way more sales going. If you're hoping to grow your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
Then the next day was Aubrielle's 4th birthday party. Barbie themed, very cute. I dressed my dad as Ken.
You styled. Let's don't downplay it. Like, you styled your father and you successfully did it. Like, it was so good. Did he own those already?
He did. But he would never wear them together.
No, because you look like Ken. Mm-hmm. Like, it is just like textbook Ken. Yes. It was great.
Thank you. It was a good party too. I had fun with the children.
How many kids do they was she at the age do you have to invite your whole class? Is that like isn't there like some school things where you have to?
She's not in like school, so she doesn't take care.
That's true. She doesn't have to invite her whole class.
Yeah.
I always thought that was really stressful because I went to a very small, I was in a really small elementary school, and I don't even think we had to invite the whole class, but when you go to big ones, I'm like, you have to invite 40 fucking kids?
Well, not 40. Who's in a class of 40 people?
I don't know.
If so, that school needs to be funded
Probably
more to get a second teacher.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, so the birthday party was a success.
You didn't send me a pic of your outfit.
Didn't I send you a pic of me with
No.
it? Nope, I didn't. I'll send
I know. I was just wanted to double check to see if I missed it.
No, it was just a pink suit that I told you I was going to
Oh, yeah. Cute.
wear. I don't know if you've seen that suit before. Been working Monday, Tuesday. Went to Tina Turner. There's a musical. It was in LA for a minute too. It's touring around. So went to that. It was a good time. The star of it is it AKA that plays Tina, but she actually wasn't there that night. She wasn't doing it that night. Her understudy was, but we had like a reception for her, VIP reception. I'm not in that chapter.
That's fine.
Phi Alpha Omega had a reception for her, and but it was cool. I just like always walking into places and being escorted to a room. That's like all I love in life.
Oh, it's so nice.
Walk in. We don't have our tickets. Oh no, come with us,
sister.
So we got it was a pretty nice reception. The play was good. So then I'll get into my but am I wrong for an incident that happened there. And then since then, that was Tuesday night, and just been working since then. Yeah, I still have so many birthday parties. I've got, in addition to, so on Friday, one of the girls that I grew up with, I mean, I technically didn't grow up with her. I think she's like 25, so I babysat her, but in the family, going to her birthday party on Friday night. Adriana's birthday is Saturday morning. Aralai's birthday is Saturday night. And then one of the other that same girl's sister, her kid's birthday is on Sunday too. So birthday packed weekend.
Does your family have any birthdays in like the summer? Because don't you have another family member who's like, you've got birthdays around yours?
My mom's birthday is January 2nd, so that's why I
so like you have birthdays
3rd.
From like Thanksgiving time until February. March. I was going to say spring.
Q and then Noah's birthdays are in March.
Are there any summers?
Sinitra, she's technically not related to me, but her birthday's in May. That's about it.
Okay, that's good. I get the whole summer to myself. Damn, you've been busy.
I've been busy.
You like sound like busy. A Hallmark movie character, being like just running around with my head chopped off for the holidays. Like, ooh, so much to do. Have you done all your holiday shopping?
Networking. I haven't even started. I never do until
the
week before.
She's fucking crazy, everybody.
And I have meetings set up with executives at companies next week here to go talk and pitch the movie to that my mom set up. So I was like, she's getting a producer credit. So.
Hell yeah. Get it. That's impressive. This is the time where like the industry winds down and you're like, wind it back up.
Wind it back up. Because I know y'all got money to dump before the end of the year.
Yeah, Q4. Q4. Donate that. Write that off. You're not wrong. That's so good. Well, I'm happy for you. And you get back after New Year's, right?
The 3rd of January.
Hell yeah. What are you doing for New Year's? Do you know? Do you do anything for New Year's ever there?
I don't do anything. I don't like going places. Like, what am I going to do?
I know. New Year's is like it's like more chaotic than Halloween. And there's no costumes. It's just like glitter. And I'm like, okay, that's just like any day kind of outfit.
Yeah. And then it's like, because this is a college town, so it'll just be like, there's no cool people that'll be here. And I'm too old for those age people anyway. So it's just going to be like sad people at the bars. Because they're really college bars. But yeah.
That's not the vibe. Not the vibe at all. Well, I love all of this for you. I can't wait for all these bajillionaires to just like give you money. And do you think any of them can you like please get like a Tyson chicken one? And so then like during the movie there's like a really like obvious Tyson chicken sponsorship. I'm obsessed. Like I have to say, like when people like give shit to like movies and be like, oh my God, or like music videos, like obvious product placement, I'm like, no. I'm so glad that I know how expensive it is to make shit. Like, I'm so glad you were able to most likely only offset the cost of this. Like, you're not profiting from it. You're offsetting the cost. Like, throw that EOS lip balm in there. Get those Beats by Dry. Like, come on. Show it. Flex it. Sabrina Carpenter had it in her music video where she was in the church and she said Jesus was a carpenter. I forget what product placement it was, but it was like something. And people are like, oh my God, she's doing this and this. And I go, getting her bag and pissing off the Catholic Church is now I was a fan. I'm a stan now.
Yeah. Yep. I've stood by I've only seen her in Girl Meets World, and I was like, why is she not Corey and Topanga's daughter? Because she had more of the
and she looks a lot like her.
For it. I thought that they should have switched characters. But I'm like, I gotta be a fan now.
Well, thank God this took this, because I have been trying for months to be like, I think you would really love this album. And I showed you her outros because she was the one who she went on she does a little improv outro for this one song wherever she goes on all of her shows. And she went on BBC and she said, in America, BBC means something different. And BBC didn't know what that meant. And they kept it in. And then everybody was like, oh my God, whoa. And then BBC was like, so sorry, we just Urban Dictionary this and like, we're actually going to cut this out. And then they re-uploaded it. And I was like, Melissa, I think you would really enjoy her music. Like her music is fun and boppy. And her little outfits are so fucking cute.
They are cute. They're very cute.
Right? Like it's just such a vibe. So I'm a carpenter, just like Jesus. Look, we got something in common.
Hi, this is Rob Benedict.
And I am Richard Spate. We were both on a little show you might know called Supernatural.
It had a pretty good run, 15 seasons, 327 episodes.
And though we have seen, of course, every episode many times, we figured, hey, now that we're wrapped, let's watch it all again.
And we can't do that alone, so we're inviting the cast and crew that made the show along for the ride. We've got writers, producers, composers, directors, and we'll of course have some actors on as well, including some certain guys that played some certain pretty iconic brothers.
It was kind of a little bit of a left field choice in the best way possible.
The note from Kripke was, he's great, we love him, but we're looking for like a really intelligent Duchovny type.
With 15 seasons to explore, it's going to be the road trip of several lifetimes. So please join us and subscribe to Supernatural Then and Now.
Also, my period finally came. It's weeks late.
Oh. Yeah. Happy holidays. It's a little scary.
I was like
this is bad timing.
I end things with this man.
And I'm about to carry his child.
Yes.
And you're like, ooh, good thing I didn't ghost. Hi, sorry, me again. Just popping back in.
It came on Tuesday. It's usually here. I was doing all my the cramping, the excessive
period flu.
All happened when it was supposed to happen. And then no period for 3 weeks.
3 weeks is excessive.
It is excessive.
It's a lesson. They're trying to teach you a lesson. Like, what does that mean to you?
Right.
Like, what is your body telling you?
Like, it's supposed to come, like, if it's on schedule, it's supposed to come again next week. It's clearly on its own schedule.
Yeah. It's pivoted. Maybe it's daylight savings and the travel. We don't know.
3 weeks is excessive.
No, that's truly very excessive. It's mean. It's cruel. It's very cruel. Damn. I love not having my period. It's like the greatest thing in the entire world.
Well,
sorry. I'm trying to think of like what I have done in the past time. I'm like still a little sick, which sucks. And it's like an up and down thing. And when I tell you that like my Twitter feed has been like, we're going to tell you all about this. And it's like, oh, it's potentially RSV. Oh, it's potentially like this pneumonia. It's potentially SARS too. And it's like all of this stuff that's like going around LA. Quite interesting, but really not. So I won't get into that because who really cares because it's not me. I did a lot of decorating for the holidays. Went to go to a Target day before last to like pick up my final stuff. I had done my initial buy of everything I needed November, like before fucking Thanksgiving. I went 2 days ago. Target, not a single Christmas light. Like it looked like it's just white, deserted, empty shelves. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's not going to work. And we have some, but like, I just hate the fact that like from the road, you can only like see our tree. Like, but our house, it's the way that our house is positioned. And there's like a lot of privacy there, but like, I want you to be able to like see from the road, like look at that. And I'm mostly doing this to try to impress the harshest critic of all time, which is my 4-year-old nephew. Like, I just want him to just be like, wow. Like, I want to like amaze, I want to surprise and delight him. Also because he doesn't have Christmas tree like that. Like, he's Jewish, and then he's, not, I was like, not Christian, but like not Jewish on his dad's side. But they don't decorate their house for Christmas. And so we will like go to the mountain house and do Christmas stuff there or in Colorado. But I mean, he was a baby when we were in like Denver doing Christmas stuff. So like he hasn't even really seen that level of Christmas decorations. And he hates the cold and hates the snow. So he's like grumpy as hell when we're there, and he's just like not loving it. And so I, of course, am just trying to get him to like, I just want to surprise and delight him so much. So I am like determined to like go to like Lowe's and get more of these Christmas lights. So he shows up to our house and is like, this shit is fire. And I'm like, I'm hoping exactly that's what he says. If he said that at a 4-year-old, everyone would like whip their heads around and look at me and be like, you did this. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I probably did.
No, you shouldn't apologize.
I'm like, you're welcome. Like, he listens to the song and he goes, oh, this is my jam. And I was like, man, that's also me. But yeah, that's like, it is crazy how fast everything sells out for this shit. Like, it's just, and like there were Valentine's Day stuff already in store. And I was like, okay.
I think what happens is that they don't stock it as much as they used to because a lot of people buy things online. So,
I don't think they restock ever.
Yeah, they don't restock. They just put things out and then they're just done.
Yeah, it's odd. But the place is looking really cute. And we have also, yesterday we had a TaskRabbit come and install 2 lights. So we have like a light in our hallway. Now I'm deciding I want to do like a second light there that'll look really cute. And our dining room light. Our dining room looks so fucking good. Like, it looks so good. It is so bright in there with the light. And we put the bookshelves up. It took, 2 weeks to glue them all together and fix them and do all of that stuff. But it's just like looking so gorgeous.
Do you think that the physical labor was worth paying less money?
So here's the thing. I will always say yes, but I'm not right. Like, I think if you like put it in a spreadsheet and you like calculate it, it would be like, yeah, no. But I am always going to do things the harder way because that's just like how I'm programmed, of being like, I could do that. Like, I'll see something in the store and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. And I'm like, or I could just make it myself and I'll spend like 60 hours making something that like costs $20. So like, I don't have a good, time is money, money is time, but I don't have a good sense of time, nor do I have a good sense of money. Too many numbers in both of those things. But truthfully, probably it was not worth it. But
okay. I don't
wondering. Care. I love
no judgment.
Mats will probably tell you that he wishes we spent the money on the nicer ones. But I also think the shipping would have taken so long. I don't know. Who knows? But it's really cute. And I color coordinated the books to be rainbow. I don't know if I'm going to keep them like that, but it was a fun time. And if anyone doesn't know this, Mats is a big reader. He loves books. He loves to read. So we naturally had like 10 giant boxes full of books. And I'm not going to say I'm happy that 2 of them got water damage. And so we had to get rid of 2 boxes of books.
I thought you meant individual books. I'm like, Meghan, you're into book banning?
No, I'm into
specifically 2
consolidating,
books.
Except then I put them all together. Like, I like color coordinated, and then I was like, we need more purple books. So it's time to hop on out and get some of those. But yeah, it's like looking really cute, and I'm happy. I'm like actually making progress with the house. And I know like lots of people will move and it'll be like fully decorated and done within like a year is a long time. And I was like, oh, I just do everything a little bit slower. Oh, and we also have to get married.
On my floor, and I've been moved for 2 years, going on 3, whatever.
Yeah, it just takes a while. And we also, I got my insurance. This is like so fucking boring, but I got my insurance, like for re-enrolling for the new year. What does it mean? And like my insurance is going up by like over $100 a month. And so I'm like, okay, I guess we should just like get married then. That's like been my life, and watching podcasts and deep diving into lots of random niche things, and having a lot of afternoons where like Mons and I will go on errands and I'll forget to take my meds. And so I am just riding in the passenger seat of the car, just like pointing at things and asking him all these questions. And I'm like, this poor man. And he's like, no, I love this. It's funny. He's like, I've never thought about any of these questions you've had before. And I was like, no, okay. Well,
I'm sure he loves it because
he
loves
does.
Like,
he loves being smart.
Yes, I was going to say, I didn't want to say like mansplain because that's not what he's doing. He just loves to explain things.
Yes. Like he's like, I'm like a chronically deeply curious person.
Mm-hmm.
And he's someone who I think he would have been like a good tutor. Like he likes explaining things to people and helping people understand stuff. So that was one of them. But one of my favorite things that my deep dives was a post on pop culture subreddit about like unhinged celebrity interviews.
Uh-huh.
And I just need to read you the beginning of this GQ one with Tom Hiddleston. So this starts with Tom! Hiddleston! Loves! This! Bolognese! It's amazing bolognese, the most incredible bolognese you've ever had. You think you've had great bolognese? Try Tom Hiddleston's bolognese before you continue to talk about great bolognese you've had in your life. You braise it in the oven after browning it on the stove. That's the thing. Also, bacon. Also, butter. He also loves bacon and butter. He made this bolognese last night after we parted ways, following our 2-day long interview, 2-day early January, blah, 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 blah. He settled into his Camden house alone and spent the evening cooking and watching a screener of Moonlight alone, which he can now confirm for me it was amazing and riveting and touching, as everyone had said. Like, this is just like, I'm obsessed with this like niche, this journalism niche of people who like spent a truckload of money going to like Northwestern and Columbia and all of these like acclaimed journalism schools who then have to do these like celebrity profiles, and they're like, I need to make my job fun for me, and like you're flexing your writing in this way that's so fucking funny. And someone did another one of like Miles Teller, and it was like I'm sitting across from Miles Teller trying to figure out if he's an asshole or not. Like I try and break the ice and tell him that like the coupe glass, like those little drinking cocktail glasses, like a coupe, I think it's COUPE, was allegedly like modeled after, I don't know, Marie Antoinette, Marilyn Monroe, like someone's like left breast. And he goes, yeah, this highball glass was modeled after my cock. And she goes, he then tells the waitress the exact same joke. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I love that niche of this. Like, people might call it gotcha journalism. And I'm just going to say, you got me laughing. And that's what I like.
Incredible.
It's been one of my big deep dives. And we'll get into my other deep dive on Fisting Friday.
And speaking of fisting, it's time to exit this show of See You Next Tuesday.
Speaking of fisting, it's time to remove it's time to preemptively get ready for the fist at the end of the week.
Yeah. So we will see you next Tuesday.
Goodbye.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey, guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests to share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Welcome to the small town of Chinook, where faith runs deep and secrets run deeper. In this new thriller, religion and crime collide when a gruesome murder rocks the isolated Montana community. Everyone is quick to point their fingers at a drug-addicted teenager, but local deputy Ruth Vogel isn't convinced. she suspects connections to a powerful religious group. Enter federal agent V.B. Laureau, who has been investigating a local church for possible criminal activity. The pair form an unlikely partnership to catch the killer, unearthing secrets that leave Ruth torn between her duty to the law, her religious convictions, and her very own family. But something more sinister than murder is afoot, and someone is watching Ruth. Chinook, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Sanaa Lathan. Listen to Chinook wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.